Life is very interesting. Every one of us starts very small, then we go bigger. And interesting enough, once we have gotten so much big, we go back to small again. Real estate is the same thing. You start normally when you're launching your career, you start with a very small house or a townhouse or even an apartment, right? Once you have now a family or you are planning to start a family, you go to a much bigger house, which is a 3 or 4 bedroom house. Then when the kids are living to have their own families or to start their own families, you see the need to downgrade to a much smaller house because the maintenance of that house is very high, right? So you might be in that position, and normally in that position, if you are at that position, you will be in your early 50s or 60s, right? But you want to transition from having a big house to a much smaller house than what you have. But you might need the bank to assist you with that, right? And you might be very concerned to say, can the bank finance me at this age? If you are that person, let's get to it, shall we? So, from the bank's perspective, when they're looking at your profile, they want to make sure that by the time the bond is paid up, you should be at least between 70 and 75 years old, right? So if they see that from the time that you are applying to the time that you'll be 75 years old, you will not be able to repay that bond, what they will do is that they will check that they reduce the time frame or the bond term. That is actually the right word. They will reduce the bond term so that it makes sure that you are between that age of 70 and 75. Because remember, the bank is not a charity organization. They want to get their money, right? And they want to make sure that the risk is minimized, right? So this is the thing that you actually need to understand. So ideally, they want you to apply with the highest they want to be 55, right? Then they could give you that bond without really concern if you are lower than 55. But if you are higher than that, in most cases they will reduce your bond term. And what that means is that your installment will be much higher, or you will have to put a significant amount in terms of deposit, right? I hope this answer your question for all those people that are looking to actually downgrade from bigger houses to smaller houses. But in very, very few cases, it also happens that people at that age between 50 and 55, they are first-time buyers. The same principle apply, right? So if this video was very useful for you, please don't forget to subscribe on this channel. I will see you on the next one. Cheers.